So far in this video series, we've introduced the concept of hygienic design. We've talked about 5 key principles that will help you apply hygienic design on your produce farm. How do we bring it all together? Let's dig in. Let's start with a little bit of review. Remember, hygienic design is about intentionally creating or improving spaces and equipment so they can be cleaned and sanitized. At the root of this is the fact that microorganisms such as human pathogens are small and they can persist in even the tiniest of spaces if given the right conditions. So what do we want to do about that? We're going to design features into our equipment and buildings to minimize and eliminate harborage of human pathogens. We've talked about the 5 key principles: visible and reachable surfaces, smooth and cleanable surfaces, no collection points, compatible materials, and preventing contamination. Here are some tools now that will help you apply this on your farm. If you go to go.uvm.edu/hygienic design, you'll find a series of resources that will help you apply what we've talked about in this video series. The first is a downloadable PDF which covers the same content that we just reviewed in these videos. Hopefully it's helpful to you to remember what we talked about in the videos as you go and apply it. The second is this checklist. We call it an on-farm hygienic design checklist. This checklist takes each of the 5 principles of hygienic design and breaks them out into a series of prompts or questions. So as you're standing in front of, let's say, a brush conveyor line that you use every day during the growing season, it walks you through what you should be thinking about with respect to that conveyor line by taking each hygienic design principle one by one. You can see the 5 principles here. They're laid out in the checklist. And so, for example, if we zoom in a little bit here and take visible and reachable surfaces, you can see that the first question in the first section is all primary food contact surfaces, zone 1, are visible and reachable without significant effort or tools. If you can answer yes to that, then you can rate it between 7 and 10. If, however, all food contact surfaces zone 1 are not visible or reachable but can be made so with ease, for example, you don't need a tool to do it, maybe it's a toolless fastener, then rate it 3 to 6. If all food contact surfaces are not visible and reachable but can be made so with some effort, requiring tools or some really specific skill, perhaps that not everybody on the crew has, then you probably want to rate that lower, a 0 to a 2. You go through this checklist step by step for each of the prompts that covers each of the 5 key principles, and at the end, sum it all up. Now, the intent of this checklist is you can apply it to one piece of equipment or to your building or to a specific section of the building. And the point is to take a snapshot. This checklist is meant to take a snapshot at a point in time, make notes about what you think you could do based on hygienic design principles we covered. What could you do to improve the rating that you just gave that based on that specific prompt? It's really helpful to do this as a team also, because not everybody has the same perspective about how easy something might be, for example, to take apart, or how easy it might be to clean it. So it's helpful, like I said, to go through this as a group or as a team. It's also really important to have reasonable expectations. Don't expect everything to change overnight. This is a continuous improvement process. Take it one step at a time, one piece of equipment at a time, maybe even one improvement at a time. It's fine. The point is about making directional improvement, making things better over time. And that's what continuous improvement is all about. There are always going to be opportunities for improvement. Nothing is perfect, and it will get easier over time. The more you apply these checklists and this approach, the better you'll get at it, and the more natural it will become for your team. Come up with a corrective action based on your review. Make sure it's incorporated into your standard operating procedures. Keep records about how it's going. Evaluate and monitor. Maybe take that checklist out. Take a blank checklist out 6 months later or 3 months later and go through the process again and see if the change that you made things easier for people. Thanks very much. I hope that helps you all apply hygienic design principles more easily on your farm.